Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and I want to give my thoughts on Metal Gear Survives. So finally TGS, Konami finally showed, excuse me, how does Metal Gear Survive works. A 20 minute video, and now my opinion is starting to waver. So basically the backstory is, in my quick MmGS vlog on my main channel, link's gonna be on the description box. I kind of give the, okay, we know it's a survival game, it's a spin-off, they slap in the word Metal Gear, but let's see how the game works, let's get more information to see, instead of just starting to poo-pooing because it's Konami. Now, sadly I have to waver my opinion now, and when I saw how the game goes, I'm like, yeah, it is a spin-off, or should I say, it's like a flesh out sub mode. So what does that mean? So first of all, the game does look like a Metal Gear Solid 5, no surprise there. All the sound effects, the mechanic, it's there. Two, the gameplay itself, it is Metal Gear Solid 5. The architect, the mechanics, okay, no surprise there. Why build from the ground up? Use an engine from a past game, and hey, there you go. So, I mean, hey, Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 2, Double Dragon 1, 2, Final Fantasy, you kind of get the idea. So, but, yeah, it's basically, this one looks like it's more like a sub game than what the game, like a real full-fledged game. But they did say it's not going to be a full $60, which is smart. If they put this for $30, then yeah, I think it's not a bad game. So the game is not bad in my opinion, but it is just Left 4 Dead Metal Gear Solid 5 style. So basically you go to a base, you're trying to basically liberate this base or capture this base. That's the first phase. And then the second phase is you gotta defend the base. Does it sound familiar? Dungeon defense. Let's see. Man, there's a lot of games and it doesn't look. Well, Dungeon defense is one I know of, but it's a tower defense game in the style of Metal Gear Solid 5. And and that's all it is. And what it does is, apparently, you got the balloon thing. I forget what they call it. You got the wormhole balloon already from the get-go. I'm gonna assume, kind of makes sense because remember, it is an alternate world. It says in the alternate world. I don't even know if it's the same Earth like the Phantom Pain, but it's an alternate world. That's why. But of course, they're using some of the design from Phantom Pain. Could be also from Ground Zero, but it's more Phantom Pain. And yeah, the second phase, when they show the second phase, the defense phase, yeah, it's a defense tower game with Metal Gear mechanics. So basically, one is you defend the base, you shoot. I mean, there's no hiding, there's no sneaking. Second, when you ever have a chance, you gotta go to this workshop and build up or something. You build up a device in order to protect your base, like a fence, Gatling gun, barricades. Yeah, so yeah, now I'm gonna say, Konami, man, good luck selling this game because it is just like a mini mode. It's like a sub mode just fleshed out. It's like Gears of War for Horde mode. That's all it is. It's Horde mode with those weird crystal head zombie. So, do I think it's a bad game? No. Are people excited for this game? Of course not, because it's not Metal Gear. Like, yeah, I can understand. Like I said, it is a spin-off, but do they have to put the name Metal Gear? Because that's one of the reasons why people are pissed, is the name, you put in the name Metal Gear so you can say, oh, it's a part of the Metal Gear. You kind of don't need to do that, but a lot of time, because company thinks, consumers are stupid, that we can't connect it because the name is not there. And an example is Suikoden 4 and Suikoden Tactics. Suikoden 4, okay game, not as good as 3 in my opinion. And then there's actually a spin-off, direct sequel / spin-off to Suikoden 4. In Japan, there was a name in Japan, I forget what it's called. It's something Tactics, I can't remember. Or well, there was the name, and then in America, they decided to change it to Suikoden Tactics. Just to say, hey, guess what, guys? It's still part of the Suikoden world. It's just a spin-off. I'm like, it doesn't know, like, people are not that stupid, but, it's unfortunate. So, they probably thinking, oh, let's put in name Metal Gear so we know it's a Metal Gear. No, you don't need to put in the name. They'll get it. Just say, whatever. I guess you can call it Zombie Survival or Zombie Hunter or Zombie Savage or something like that. And then just have the premise say it sets world in the world of Metal Gear when blah 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 blah. There you go. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's a bad game, but yeah. I can see this game gonna go in clearance really fast because, well, on YouTube there was a lot of more dislike than like in the game again. And if you're somebody like you don't know what's going on with Konami and what's the deal why a lot of these people are mad. And the history with Konami right now is basically in the very downfall. One is they kind of mistreated a lot of their top developer. That's where they left. Igarashi left because the higher up just wanted to do like some like a dating sim game. He wanted to do like a new Castle Symphony of the Night Metrovania style. They wouldn't allow him, so he just said, whatever, I quit. Because he did it for the fans. And then for a while, they were mistreating, of course, Hideo Kojima. He wasn't even allowed to go to the award. You can't even mention his name when you're basically interviewing Konami for Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5, basically, they purposely, like a jerk, remove his name, like, oh, it's a Kojima game. Normally you say it's a Kojima game knowing it's from Kojima. And Metal Gear Solid 5 is from Kojima, they purposely remove it because they really, for strange reason, they hated, Konami hated Kojima. Again, I don't know what the full story is, but a lot of time it's just creators versus business, they don't get along. That's why a lot of people hated Konami. And of course, Konami going to mobile in Pachinko thinking that's where the money is. Again, it is within their right. It's a business. But you kind of felt like upset because we're here, we were supporting you guys, we're giving you all our money, and all suddenly, oh, well, mobile games are the future. Pachinko games are the future. I bought some Konami games, Legend of the Mystical Ninja, TMNTs, Contra, Uprising, you got the idea. And yeah, I mean, you pull that stud, it's a real shame, man. Real shame that, well, again, so what do I think right now? So right after seeing the demo, yeah, I kind of see why people are kind of pissed off. I mean, it has a mechanic, it just doesn't have the espionage part. And the funny part was that Kojima did give his thought about the game. And he basically said, when does zombie fit into this game that's about political, and it is political espionage? Well, if people don't know, in Phantom Pain, there is a submission, it's a submission in Metal Gear Solid 5 to eliminate the, oh my gosh, I forget what their name. Well, what happened to get infected with this, whatever it is, I don't know, it's been so long, but the soldiers were infected and they were acting like zombies. So, I mean, yeah, sort of a zombie-wise. I mean, there was a submission about that. Like, you gotta find a bunch of soldiers and they're infected with this and then they're moving like zombies and you either save them or kill them. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, there is sort of a zombie-ish thing in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. So, I really can't say to Kojima, like, when a zombie fits in, which there's something there. Sorry. But, yeah, so I can understand now why people say, why you need to put in the game, you gotta put in the Metal Gear name. Because, remember, Dead Soul, Yakuza Dead Soul, is also a zombie game. And it plays like a third-person shooter rather than like an actual Yakuza game. And same thing, it's still a spin-off. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see in 2017 how this game goes, but I can probably now say, yeah, this is not gonna, even if it's $30, give it like 5-6 months, it's probably gonna go down 20 because even so the game may have potential, sort of, people are going to stick with their standard and say, well, I'm not going to support Konami because Konami's our jerk. So with that, thanks for listening.